Let's get some more background on the situation. Wolfram Schrettl joins us now. He's an economist with the East European Institute at Berlin's Freie University, or Free University. Tell us, this has been a tug of war from the very beginning between Russia and the EU with varying degrees of tugging. How would you describe the situation?
Well, it all depends how we got into this, and it could be that this was long planned by Mr. Putin, as some suspect. It could be that both sides stumbled into it due to the Ukrainian developments. I don't know what the real cause is. Suppose Mr. Putin stumbled into this, then he should be interested in a peaceful solution for this. How that could look like, I don't know, but maybe a far-reaching autonomy for eastern Ukraine could be the solution.
But if he didn't stumble into this?
Well, then I don't see a peaceful outcome, actually. There will be fighting going on in eastern Ukraine. In Kiev, we have the demonstrations already. That doesn't look too good then.
What's better for Ukraine, Russia or the EU?
Well, it's a bridge between Eastern Europe, between Russia and the European Union. And actually what Mr. Putin is afraid of is that the European Union and the West, maybe even NATO, moves closer to Russian borders. My point of view would be that that's the best that can happen to him. Because if you're bordering closely to the European Union, that's a recipe to develop and get rich. So he would, some of that wealth would rub off on him. Okay. But he is irrationally opposed to this, out of no good reason.
But in actual fact, when you look at Ukraine, I suppose the best for the Ukrainians is a combination of the two.
It's a combination, which of course means membership neither in the Eurasian Union that Mr. Putin is planning, nor full membership in the European Union. Some sort of getting closer, approaching it, but not being member.
Let's take a look at the numbers, because if we look at Ukraine's export partners on a country-by-country basis, Russia plays the most important role by far, there's no doubt about that. Turkey's way behind in second place. Then there's China, and further down the list is Germany. So economically, there's no way that Ukraine's interim government can just cut off the country from Russia. Politics and economics go hand in hand. How is this going to play out, do you think?
Well, the non-Russian customers of the Ukraine will not stop importing from Ukraine. The danger is Russia. If Russia decides that we are not going to buy any more, let's say, Antonov airplanes, then there is no way how to solve this problem. Lufthansa will not begin to buy Antonov airliners.
Because Ukraine is important on an industrial
yes. So everything depends on the goodwill of Russia, and how well developed that goodwill is, no one knows.
What about the Ukrainian economy? What sort of shape is it in?
It's in a terrible shape, and that hasn't developed yesterday. That has developed over many, many years. Misguided policies, living beyond the means of the country, much like Greece. And there is, however, a solution for the Ukraine, which the Greeks don't have at their disposal, and that's to devalue the currency. Greece is stuck in the euro, cannot develop. Ukraine can, and actually has willy-nilly already devalued. That is sort of the first step, important and key step towards a solution. There are many more steps that need to be done, but Ukraine, at least the previous government, has been absolutely reluctant to implement anything the IMF has been telling them.
And just briefly, there is economic potential there? I mean, there's interest coming from all sides at the moment.
Oh, yeah. The Ukraine is interesting, both as far as industrial production is concerned and agricultural production. Most well-known is, of course, the agricultural production. So everyone will be willing to buy grain from Ukraine. No one will decide I sabotage my own demand. No.
Mr. Schrettl, thank you very much for the analysis. Very interesting.
You're welcome.